Barney and his team is back for the all-new Expendables film. So today, let's see if it's worth your time. Hey everybody, my name is Justin here. Try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services. If you guys are like me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming content. Armed with every weapon they can get their hands on, the Expendables are the world's last line of defense, and the team gets called when all other options are off the table. I wasn't the biggest fan of the third Expendables film, switching it from R to PG-13. It was okay. So going into Expendables 4, I thought it's probably gonna be a little bit better than Expendables 3.
In my opinion, that sucked.
This easily is one of the worst films I have seen this year. There are so many poor decisions within this movie. The story, the CGI, everything about this movie, I was laughing at how bad it is. The cast, once again, is pretty decent. Sylvester Stallone leads the Expendables. Jason Statham, Christmas is in here. They have really good chemistry. That's one thing I liked about the Expendables film, is Sylvester Stallone and Jason Statham, how they played off of each other. They had really good chemistry, and that shines within here. We also have 50 Cent, Curtis Jackson, and Megan Fox, Andy Garcia. They round out the cast in here. Dolph Lundgren also returns as well. The cast works well within here. They play off of each other and they work as a team. I like that. The one thing about the Expendables films is the ability to bring in a lot of names in here and make it work. And the fourth film does a fairly good job at that as well. The problem with a lot of this movie is that they can't handle these action scenes. Big action scene in the beginning as they're trying to obtain this weapon before it gets into the hand of the bad guys, as they're just driving around shooting each other. Everything is just really close up. 50 Cent on the back of a truck shooting at people. You get like his head, and then you see this really poor green screen in the background as they're driving. You don't really get to see any of the action. Everything is just so up close that you really don't believe these action scenes are happening. They're just driving around like on a green screen, and that is it. So it's really hard to get invested in the action scenes really early on. And there are some decent action stars in here. Jason Statham, Tony Jaa. You could have some believable action scenes, but they really don't trust their stars. So immediately these green screen moments are laughable. They're so noticeable. It feels incredibly fake, and it really takes you out of those scenes. So they're trying to blow things up left and right, but these little quick jokes that they have to have, everything's just so up close and personal, and it looks absolutely terrible. And that's one of the big action scenes in the movie. We do have an action scene at the end on a cargo ship that is a little bit better, as we have certain scenes that are just a little further back and it's a little more believable, and I feel like the end was just a little bit better than the beginning of the movie. But a lot of the CGI is terrible. When they're on the boat, there's no like hair flapping in the wind. It just feels like they're on a set. So everything about this movie just feels incredibly fake. Then you have the story itself. It really was not even fleshed out. It feels it feels half-baked, and some really questionable decisions from the whole team, and moments that just made absolutely no sense. There's a scene really early on involving Jason Statham that, no joke, like for like the next 15 minutes I was still trying to understand what was the point of that, and it just made no sense, and I just wanted to figure out why. And it's just terrible. And it's not a movie that's like, okay, it's so bad it's so good. No, it's just bad. It's not good. It's terrible. And the story feels like it's not really going anywhere. It's really stuck. Like there's no development for our villain within the film. There's no like overarching story, like different storylines trying to connect with each other. It's a really simple story of like trying to obtain this weapon and give it to their boss. That's it. And we see Jason Statham and Megan Fox and Dolph Lundgren, all of them just get together and try to stop it all. And it's just bad. I was really like surprised with how bad this movie was. Like I said, going into it, I thought it might be a little bit better than 3, but the mixture of the CGI, the bad dialogue, the bad performances, the really simple story that's not really going anywhere. This is one of the worst films I have seen this year. It's most of the action. I would say the action is the worst thing about it, where it doesn't really have that grit. It doesn't have that grit that the first couple. It doesn't have that grit that the Expendables had previously. The action just feels incredibly fake. You feel like some of these stars really don't belong in this movie, and they really don't sell their performance within here. So Expendables 4, bad. I like I said, I wasn't expecting anything really from it, but what I got was much more than I thought it was going to be. Just absolutely terrible. So before I give you my score for Expendables 4, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer actions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. And if you'd like to see where Expendables 4 ranks amongst all the other 2023 releases I've seen this year, follow me on Letterboxd, and there you can find my ranking. I'm going to go ahead and give Expendables 4 a D+. Thank you guys for checking out my review for Expendables 4. Have you guys seen it by chance? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.